$40,000.
While the mayor's making 70 means who's really running the city.
Plus benefits.
Yeah.
You know, Daryl,
that's ridiculous.
they negotiate. You know, we've been outfoxed many times because contracts are negotiated. The contracts have nothing to do with what the community can afford or what the taxpayer can afford. They have everything to do with the guy in the next town over is getting, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. I've suggested reducing that to a more appropriate salary for a appropriate managerial position, and then have the rest for a grant coordinator.
You suggest that there's a gang problem in the city of New London. I don't see a gang problem. Do we have a gang problem?
I believe that you're seeing the early workings of some low-level, amateurish gang activity. And I do not classify it as a gang problem. I classify it as a juvenile violence problem. But when you have groups of juveniles committing random acts of extreme violence or defacing public property, in any other parlance, someone would have called that a gang. But you're dealing with the same kinds of mindsets. And what you're dealing with, Murray, is children who feel a need to associate.
Do we not have a problem?
Yes, we do. We have a problem with juvenile violence and juvenile delinquency, and we need to address it.
We're almost out of time. Last question on my part is, you highlight downtown New London, which is it's a beautiful place.
It's a beautiful area.
But there's only 2 streets and a couple side streets. It's not like we're in New York City.
Correct.
You've got the DNLA, you got City Center District, you got the Chamber of Commerce, you got a couple other things. I mean, can't we consolidate this thing?
Absolutely can.
Isn't it, you know, Ronnie Aliano was on this show from Norwich years ago, and he says the problem with New London is you got a lot of good people rowing in different directions. If you could get everybody rowing in the same direction, you might be able to make something.
I will make this quick because I know we're running out of time. But, Murray, that is the natural outgrowth, the natural problem in a council-manager form of government, is because you have managers coming and going that don't have political authority and a 7-member council that changes over all the time. You get these little fiefdoms that pop up.
You got 1 minute left, Daryl. Whatever you want to say to the people, please, the floor is yours.
All right. Well, what I would say is this election has just begun. I know that many other good people may step forward and run. I am a newcomer, but I am earnest in my belief that New London needs new leadership. I absolutely believe that this process should not only yield a good person for the position, but should yield a good plan for the city, which is why I've put out a starting point. I've put something on the table. You may like it, you may not like it, but I'm talking about ideas and I'm talking about the future, and that's what we all need to talk about. So I hope that as many people in the City of New London as possible will join me in the conversation.
Daryl Finizio, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And I'm sure you would agree that this man deserves your serious consideration.
I kept my word. You were my first interview.
You did keep your word, and it was a pleasure and an honor to have you here. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. I'll come back.
11 months. I hope you're going to come back before 11 months,
back.
but we wish you the best of luck. Let's hope it's going to be a clean campaign because they can get dirty and nasty in New London. Murray, thanks for the callers. Thanks for the crew. Murray, signing off. Special thanks to